So even after Jimmy Kimmel's back, video creators online are still under a ton of danger, maybe even under more danger than before. And there's three big reasons why. The first reason is because of what we've learned when cronies take over media under any authoritarian regime. Think about what happened to Twitter under Elon Musk's ownership. It's become X, but he's had even more control over the content. But what's happened with TikTok under Trump, he's given it to one of his closest cronies, Larry Ellison. They know it has way more influence even than Twitter does. See, Twitter influences the people that make media, but TikTok influences everybody. So that's the first reason that video creators are at risk, is because everybody's relying on that, not just for distribution, but to drive the conversation about what's happening. It's a huge threat. The second big reason that video creators are at risk in America has to do with consolidation of the platforms that everybody uses to get streaming content. You've probably never heard of a company called Bending Spoons. They've been buying up a lot of the companies that power the video streams that you see online, like StreamYard, Brightcove, maybe one you remember called Vimeo. They used to be kind of a YouTube competitor. So if you like the comedy service Dropout, they're great. What's powering them under the hood is Vimeo. And now Vimeo is owned by this Bending Spoons company that's raised hundreds of millions of dollars to buy up all these different services. They've become a single point of failure that now people can put pressure on to make them fold the same way that Disney did with Jimmy Kimmel, except they don't have the billions of dollars and the tons of lawyers that Disney has. And even if they did, they're not going to fight back on behalf of individual creators that are not nearly as powerful as somebody like Jimmy Kimmel or any of these other huge household names. So that's the second big reason that creators are at risk. And the third big reason that video creators are at risk online is a little more of a technical story. In other forms of media online, email newsletters or podcasts, there are lots of choices creators can go to. If you don't like the platform you're using, you can always go to another tool. Just sort of take your ball and go home. But with video, it's a lot harder. There are only so many places you can go. That's why creators rely on the platform for distribution, whether it's YouTube or TikTok. Everybody's playing to the algorithm because they rely on that algorithm for distribution. They can't just use their own website or their own tools to reach their audience. They're completely dependent. And now that dependency is going to put them really at risk. So what can we do about this? Well, if you're a technologist or a geek, it's time to start building the technology in the same way that people build alternatives to Twitter, like Blue Sky and Mastodon. It's time to start building those video alternatives so people have a place to go. If you are a creator yourself, make sure you've got a direct connection to your audience. Build an email newsletter, build a podcast. Make sure you've got a direct connection to your audience on your own website that you control. That way you're not at risk if they come and try and take over the algorithm or take over the video platform that you're using. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Not all of us are going to have that kind of platform or that kind of public uproar when it comes to us, especially people that have a more controversial message or have a story that powers and control right now don't want to hear.